In this quick tutorial I'm going to show you can set something called a variable that makes your game a little bit more interesting. So if we have a quick look at one at the start here, I'll just double click and have a look. You can see what I've done, look, is at some point in the story what happens is somebody gives my character some food, and so what I've done is I've used this little bit of script here called set meals to 2. Now that $sign is called a variable. It's a value that can store another value. It doesn't have to be a number, it could be anything. And I've set it to a value of 2. Now I can use that value later on in my story. And then what I've done here is I've just said you now have meals in your pack. What that means is it's saying that will display the value 2 on the screen for the person in the story. So let's look at how we can do that. So in my story later on, my character drinks some Kickapoo Joy Juice. So what I want to do is actually show that they've drunk that juice, because I'm going to use that value later on in my story. Very simple syntax. Just switching to the cheat sheet now. It's just a matter of doing set, dollar, and in this case I've called it meal, but you can call that variable anything you want to. In this case I've set it to 1. So I'm going to do open brackets, set, colon, and then the $sign, Kickapoo, drink, to 1. Okay. Now I'm not going to display it, but I could, if I wanted to, put quote marks around it, the $sign, and call it Kickapoo drink, just to show what that value is on screen. And I could put some text around it as well. So let's have a quick look at what that looks like in the game. So in debug mode, wait for that to load. You can see there, look, that I put the quotes around it. I didn't need to do that, actually, that was a mistake. But it doesn't show when you've set the value unless you choose to display it. So I can actually set that Kickapoo drink in the background, that value to 1 secretly, because I want to use it later on in the story. So let's show you what that looks like if I just get rid of it. So let's get rid of my quotes around it. I don't need to do that. Okay, and I can refresh my debug. And you see, just wait for a moment for that to load. You'll see that it will just say a 1. Okay, and if I choose not to display it, because I want to keep it secret that they've drunk that drink, I just delete that value there. And just refresh, and you'll see that it won't be displaying in the story at all now. Here we go. So it's been set to 1, but the person playing the game doesn't know that. And that's how we can use variables, how we can store variables. And in the next tutorial I'll show you how you can use them.